All right, so on my list today of bringing back this VFR is to work on the rear end part here, which includes the chain and tightening up this rear axle. But in order to tighten up this rear axle, before I do that, I want to address this pedal. You can see our rear brake pedal here is busted off on the end, and I'd like to repair that, but I don't know what the original one looked like. So I'm going to bust out my phone and I'm going to look it up. What do those freaking pedals look like? I'm going to eBay and I'm saying, Mr. eBay, show me a VFR 800 brake pedal. Oh, look at that brake pedal. All right, this is also a good reference because we can learn how much it would be to just buy one. Brake pedal. Look at that guy. All right, so there's one. Are they supposed to be bent out like that? It seems. All right, this one is $40. Are they supposed to be bent like that? Let's look at another one. No, and it's bent. $40 for a bent one. The other ones are straight. All right, so a straight one is like $70. So yeah, we're just gonna repair this one. I'm gonna add some material to it. It doesn't look like it's missing that much. So yeah, I'm just gonna take this guy off of here and I'm going to add some aluminum to the end here because it looks like we're just missing like maybe only like half an inch or something on the end here. I might even be able to count these little ribs and see how many ribs we're missing. All right, so yeah, the original ones have 9 ribs on them. So this one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're missing like 2 little ribs. So I can actually even estimate how long this is supposed to be. All right, so let's go ahead and take off this guy again, which means I have to undo the axle, which is why I wanted to do this before I tighten the axle down. All right, so this guy, to take this guy apart, we flip it over to the back side here. We got a spring right here, this needs to come off, and then we've got a little circlip. And I've got these handy circlip pliers. They're really fun. These are Channel Lock brand, but you can switch them so that like when you squeeze, it goes out. When you squeeze, it comes in. Like that's pretty wild. So these are nice. I spent more money on these because they were the most expensive thing, but they are actually worth it in this case. Quite handy. All right, this should come off. I'd probably stand to re-grease that too while we're at it, huh? Probably hasn't been greased in many decades. All right, so here we are. So let's do some math. All right, so if each one of these takes up essentially 4.5 millimeters, and there's supposed to be 9 of them, 4.5 times 9, 40.5 millimeters we should be at total length. In terms of, well, at least in terms of these little treads, should be somewhere like that. So that's how much we're missing off the end. So not that much. I should be able to add that on with some weld material. I could try and be fancy and shape it afterwards and try and put the little treads back on there, but like they just ground off on the pavement. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is clean the end of this off here. And this is the way that I was taught to do cast aluminum. If anybody has better techniques, let me know, but because I'm always trying to be a better welder. But yeah, cast aluminum, sort of clean it up. The problem with cast aluminum is that it oftentimes has sort of contamination or dirt and things like built into the casting. So as you're welding it, like crap will just come up. The basic technique that I'm going to use is clean it up as best I can, and then I'll heat this stuff up first and sort of try and bubble out some of that contamination, and then I'll start adding filler material into there and just start building it up. And once I've got one pass of filler material, it's just like regular aluminum welding. I can just add material onto it. I've just recently reorganized my welding supplies into these little pack out things, and I am pretty pleased so far. I want to change I want to use a bigger tungsten here, 3/32. All right, so by no means is this perfect, but we got something resembling a pedal again. So there it is. Maybe it's hard to see on camera, but yeah, something like a pedal there. And I think it even like matches up with what we wanted in terms of length here, where it's just a tad over 40. So I'm gonna go ahead and reassemble this guy here. Get some of the old grease, clean this stuff off here. Guess that will work. It does seem like it might be bent, like pushed in a little bit. It's awfully close to the side here, but I might want to sort out the master cylinder too before I tighten this guy down. Maybe that's tomorrow.